you need a scouting report on Dawn Sullivan, it's definitely number one is her skating ability. She was a great skater. Is right up there with the best of them. Her technique was pretty flawless, almost too flawless sometimes. It was almost like she took it right out of this is how you need to skate, and she skated just like that. That's number one. Had a great head on her shoulders, thought the game well, was always in the right spot at the right time. Seemed like the puck almost followed her around, that she had thought the game that well.
You got to pick out a kid to go do the drill to show everybody else. She was always that kid. She was always that kid and she was competitive right from the time we coached her in novice till we finished in Bantam hockey. Back then there wasn't a whole lot of girls playing hockey at the time, and there might have been a few girls teams around or whatever at the time, but anyway, she wanted to play with the guys, and it was very evident right from day one when she got on the ice, she was going to be the most competitive person on the ice.
It was almost felt like she was one of the guys. She always fit in with skill level and just hanging out and shooting the stuff in the dressing room. She's a great addition to all of the teams that I played on with her, which were a lot.
She probably was one of the few girls that ever played Bantam contact hockey in the province, and played it like she was 6'2" and 220 pounds, and didn't matter who else was out there on the ice. She was playing her game, and that's the way it was.
Dawn not only was mentally tough, but she was physically tough. And I remember that growing up, we didn't always win a lot of games, but we were tough to play against. And I remember a playoff game in Halifax. We were playing against Halifax, who was the best team in the league, and we were down 1-0. And I just passed the puck over to Dawn on 2-on-1, and she tapped it in for a goal. And then the biggest player on the other team came and smoked her. And she popped right up and started giving it to that guy. And that's just Dawn Sullivan to me. Not only like mental toughness, but she was a tough competitor, and she was physically tough to play against. And everyone respected her for that.
You know, there was no, oh, I'm a girl or I'm this, and you know, you shouldn't be doing that to me. It was no, I choose to play here, so I'm playing the same as guys do. You know, and it's just, and you know, that's, if anybody knows Dawn's parents, Sandra and Doug, you'll know where she gets it from. You know, that just comes from them. I mean, she left home at 14, 15. That's a huge commitment, and you know, it just says a lot about her and her character as an individual.
You know, to have to leave our parents and watch them drive away to go to a prep school was a really tough time. It really was, and you know, I credit, you know, a lot of her success to her decisions and her drive in chasing her goals at such a young age, you know, and to be able to see her do that and go to Berkshire and explain to me what a wonderful environment it was for on ice, for in school, and to be able to follow in her footsteps and share my experience at Berkshire with her, you know, it was a really special year for me, for sure.
I can give you the top three qualities: leadership, leadership, and leadership.
One word that comes to mind when I think of Dawn was leadership. You know, she was a born leader, and that's something that, you know, not all people have, not all hockey players have, and not all people are so blessed with. And she was a natural leader. You know, at any time she was on the ice, in the rink, in the gym, you know, she was someone that I always looked up to, even as a teammate. So, you know, and that was her in a nutshell. She was a leader. She worked hard. She was a person that you wanted to embody your game and your persona after.
Dawn Sullivan is a great leader, and that's what it all comes down to. She's a great leader, and it doesn't surprise me at all that in playing Div 1 female hockey in the United States, she was named captain in junior and senior year, which is a great accomplishment.
3, 2, 1, go Black Bears! Here we go!
Maine had a power play goal taken away. This time a shot. Duville makes the save. The rebound loose out in front. They score. On the doorstep, Dawn Sullivan was there. A couple others as well. And just 10 seconds into the power play, the Black Bears make it 3-0.
So I actually also had the pleasure of playing on the lacrosse team with her and on the soccer team with her. You know, and Dawn was an incredible athlete, and still is, I'm sure, today. You know, she was the captain of all three of the teams at prep school, which is unheard of. but it had to do with not only her athletic ability, but her leadership qualities. You know, when she played all these different sports at school, you know, everyone wants to be like someone who can do that. Everyone wants to be able to be that all around, everybody likes you, everybody respects you, athlete and student. And you know, for Dawn to go do that and be a student athlete and excel tremendously in school while balancing 3 sports in 3 leadership roles is just so incredibly impressive. I have no words. Everyone knows that there's a special bond in Nova Scotia, you know, with all of the people and the athletes here. So, you know, when I went down to Berkshire and Dawn was already there, you know, she took me under her wing right away, and the way that she worked, you know, her effort in the gym, in the classroom, and on the ice was something that, you know, I wanted to embody my game and my life after. You know, she was an incredible role model for me, and I didn't tell her that enough. I definitely didn't. But you know, it's important to know, and for her to know that, you know, the success that I fortunately was able to have, you know, she did have a part of it when I was kind of at that grassroots level, and when I went down to chase my dreams and she was chasing hers. And you know, that leadership quality, like I said, is ingrained in Dawn, and is something that, you know, I strive to have every day.
I think Dawn Sullivan was a huge pioneer for female hockey in East Hants. She set the bar and got the ball moving for girls to start playing hockey in East Hants. For example, years later, there were consecutive provincial championships won by girl teams in East Hants, and I think that she was a major part of that. She was a huge trendsetter for female sports in East Hants. I think Dawn Sullivan is easily the most accomplished female hockey player to ever come out of East Hants. To play at that level, go on to be the captain in your junior and senior years at Maine University is an incredible feat.
Her legacy that she's left, you know, not only for the people in the hometown that she's been in and grown up in, but also the province, is something that, you know, girls should know about. To be able to watch her achieve this, come from Nova Scotia, go to prep school, and then go to university and have such an incredible impact on that university and that team was something that I wanted to do as well. So to be able to have those role models in Nova Scotia that these young athletes can follow in their footsteps is huge. So you know, it's very flattering and humbling when I see these younger girls, you know, come up to me and ask me questions and want to know, you know, what I'm doing. And I think it's important for people to know that I was that same girl, you know, doing that to Dawn at one point in my life as well.
Dawn, it's an honor to be part of this, a special night for you, and I'd like to congratulate you on being inducted into the East Hants Sports Hall of Fame.
Dawn, I just want to congratulate you on such an amazing accomplishment and being inducted into the Hall of Fame. You are so incredibly deserving, and you know, we go far back, and I think it's important, you know, for me to thank you here today, and what better time for being such an instrumental part of my journey and my dream. So, you know, with that being said, congratulations, enjoy the moment, you know, you deserve every minute of it, and I will see you in the rink.
You make me very proud to be part of the sports community of East Hants, and to see what you've done and what you've accomplished, and not just in hockey, but in everything that you're doing and continuing to do, and very proud of you, Dawn, and you well deserve this induction into the Sports Hall of Fame.
2018 East Hants Sport Hall of Fame inductee, Dawn Sullivan.